Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls. And we're going to get clarified on this in just a second. But anyway, Larry Bennett coming to you live Thursday morning, August 6th, 2026. And what a great day we're going to have. How do I know? I feel it. I feel it. But I get up feeling it, you know. I just had my shave, shower, and shampoo. And golly, I always feel rejuvenated after I do that. And now, the 3 cups of coffee that I've had, that might have something to do with it. Okay, back to a minute ago when I introed. I put in there, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Well, there's a reason I did that this morning. We're going to get this cleared up right now. There's a disclosure form that we sign on YouTube. It's one of the pages, and it talks about whether your content is made for children. Well, I always put no, it's not made for children. But I'll be doggone if I'm going to prevent or try to close out an audience that I have out there. I'll keep signing that it's not made for children, but at the same time, all my grandkids watch all my videos, and a lot of my friends, they have children that watch them, and because they'll leave little comments to me, they'll call me, and anyway, why didn't you say anything about me, Grandpa? But anyway, so yeah, I'll keep signing it. It isn't made for kids, but kids, hi. Anyway, I love y'all, and this is just Deep East Texas, old man, coming to you. And anyway, a great Thursday. That's what we're gonna have. Okay, now I got my Goofy shirt on today. And I wish there was a Walt Disney store close by. I'm not kidding you. I'd have more Mickey Mouse shirts, and I love their watches. I used to have a Mickey Mouse watch, and my doctor, I'm not kidding you. I believe I ended up giving it to him. He loved that little Mickey Mouse watch. It wasn't expensive. But he always commented, I sure love that watch. And anyway, about the 3rd year, I always go in once a year for blood work, but I told him, here, you can just have it. And so I gave it to him. I think I'm going to buy me a new one because I like that little Mickey Mouse watch. But anyway, and that's been 15 years ago. But I'm going to give me another. Anyway, I love the retro, things. Those were just really good times for me. The Mickey Mouse Club, and Annette Funicello, and there was Frankie Avalon, I think, and there's so many stars that ended up originating from there. Kurt Russell was on. So many of the stars. But anyway, now on to what's going on other than that. Golly, you name it, you pick it, and it's there. What a time that we're living in. I don't care what your topic might be of interest. If you've got something rolling around in your mind, all you got to do is pull out your phone, hit YouTube, and go to it. I mean, it's that simple, and you can spend the day there. But me, I'm kind of like the shotgun shell on that one. I'm all over the doggone place. There's so many different podcasts and different folks that I watch. Matt Morse being one of my leads now. For years it was Dan Bongino, and then he got into the FBI thing, and but Benny Johnson, and there's just so many and so much. It's just whatever you're turned on to, it's out there. If it's into music, it's there. If you're into mechanics, I've got a tractor, and I use it all the time for my. It's not a big tractor, but it's got a backhoe on it, and it's a little John Deere 3005. I bought that thing, good grief, 16 years ago. Man, that's been a good tractor. But like I say, whatever the topic is, that's whatever your questions are. Another one of mine, and I've got to get back to it. John Zimmerman would be so disgusted with me. I haven't been paying enough attention to my tablet class math. And I'm going to get back to it. And even if I don't, and it expires, John, I'm going to sign back up. And I'm not giving up, so don't you give up on me. But this is his algebra. I'm doing the pre-algebra course. And, man, I've learned a lot. It's just that I get sidetracked into, there's so much that goes on in my world. Well, here's the thing. I'm by myself. And when you're like the chief cook, bottle washer, this, not, speaking of bottle washer, I had a friend over the other day, and he says, "Where's your glasses?" And I said, "I don't do glasses." And he said, "To drink out of." He said, "No, I'll wear glasses, but I got these peepers. I got 3 different sets. This is crazy as hell, isn't it? Boy, this is a spontaneous. I got 3 different ones. These are close-ups. One's a little further away, and then one's further away. But anyway, so Carl says, "Where's your glasses?" I said, I got them on. And he said, no, to drink out of. I said, "You got to be kidding. You still do that?" I said, "Carl," I said, "I have not washed a dish in 15 years. I don't do utensils." And he said, "Well, how in the hell do you eat and drink around here?" And I said, "I'll show you. Just sit down. What do you want?" I said, and that's I broke out a cherry Coke for him. I told him, I said, "This is what Warren Buffett drinks," and he just made some investments based on what Warren had mentioned, and I said, "Maybe this will help you with your investment also." But anyway, I said, "Sit down, and I'm going to fix you up." And so I went over and I washed my hands first and dried, and then I pulled them out. And folks, I'm not kidding you. I might be the only guy. In fact, I am the only guy that I know that does this. And I am not making this up at all. I have not washed a dish or a utensil in 15 years, at least, maybe further back. But what I use is styrofoam and the plastic spoons, knives, and forks. And to be quite honest, I hardly ever touch the forks and the knife part. But spoons, plastic spoons. By God, I know. This is reality, folks. Hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. I'm coming. I know, y'all think. So that's one where I don't really give a rap what you think. But now I did dress it up. I did go to a colored and a clear. But here we go. styrofoam cups. Styrofoam cups and spoons. And when I finish, I toss them. And that's that. Now, some of you are going to say, that's brilliant. And some of you are going to say, well, that's kind of lazy. And some of you are going to say, I ain't never heard of such. Whatever. And that's why I do me, and I let everybody in the world do them. You wash dishes all you want. I could give a rat's wrinkle less. That doesn't do a dang thing for me except take up my time. And so anyway, so styrofoam, plastic. So if you hadn't learned anything else today, I hope you caught that. Now, if you had a family of 4 or 5 around, but I live by myself, so it works out real good for me. Okay, I see I'm going over the time already. I just got started. I wouldn't. Anyway, well, this is what happens when you end up having too much fun with yourself. I could just go on and on all day long. This life is just such a neat trip, and I'm having such a good time, and I want y'all to also. I got pictures back yesterday. The kids were, I think they were at Lake Pontchartrain. I mentioned it the other day. I used to spend the summers there. My aunt and uncle lived in Belle Chase, and we'd go over every morning to the French Quarters and have breakfast at Cafe Du Monde. And I mentioned about spending so much time at Lake Pontchartrain. They used to have rides and whatnot. Well, they sent me pictures yesterday. All the kids were in the water, so I'm curious as to where they were. Now they're on this big trip. I don't know where they are now. They could be off in the islands. They have some friends that they travel with, and there's 4 or 5 of the families, and they all get together and they go on these trips, and it's just really wonderful. Last year, I counted up, I had 4,051 pictures that they sent me from all over the world, from all over the country, of where they were and all the things they were doing. But anyway, it's really cool. I hope all of you are having a great time, and I wish you a great Thursday and lots of fun out there. And and if you're going to work and you're thinking, doggone, I got to go to work today. Well, when you pass that guy that's walking and thumbing on the for a ride, you know what? And I'm not saying pick him up. I don't play that anymore. When I was a young man, yeah, I did. But I don't do that anymore. But what I was going to say is, when you're passing by and you're kind of disgruntled because you're having to go to work, look in the mirror and say, you know what? Thank God I've got a job. I've got a good job. Even if you don't have a good job, you can get one. Stay in the job you got and go get you a better one if you don't like the one you're in. But what I was getting at is this. Be thankful for that job that you got, because it allows you to do so much, and you're not having to thumb for a ride. Jesus, I'd hate, I used to pass them and I'd think, that's just crazy as hell. Go get a job and buy you a damn car. But that's just me. Anyway, well, I love all of you, and I'm out of time, and we'll play again tomorrow. I hope to see y'all soon. And remember, if we ain't having fun, it's our own damn fault. Larry Bennett come to you in Deep East Texas, and Larry Bennett signing out from Deep East Texas. Adios.